Time for a Mirror Now exclusive. In drama, suspense, action, this star-studded film has everything you need. Ajay Devgn, Amitabh Bachchan, Rakul Preet starrer Runway 34 is hitting the theatres today, and Mirror Now speaks exclusively to the stars Ajay Devgn and Rakul Preet. From star rivalries to donning the hat of an actor and director, Ajay Devgn's aviation drama has a lot in store. Listen in.
Jitni baar I put out a tweet which is to do with Ajay or Runway 34, my God, the kind of retweets that I get is massive. This is the kind of fan following that you have on social media where you have so far shied away from. Like you only do the needful and then you are, back in your shell. That's how you like.
Maybe that's the reason. Maybe that's the reason that you speak less and you just speak to the point. Then people react to it.
So, Rakul, what is your idea of Ajay? When you started doing the film, obviously that's a different story. But I will always remember Ajay Devgn from my Zakhm days and, Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam. That is the kind of legacy that he's carried forward. And then, of course, he's delved into all sorts of things. Aaj ki generation, jo hai, the younger lot, obviously we're today's generations, but they will still harp on Ata Maji Satikli. But what is yours? What is your reference of Ajay?
I always thought that Ajay sir was very versatile.
Yeah.
I loved Meter Sahab, and then at the same time I loved Pyar To Hona Hi Tha, even Zakhm for that matter, and Singham. I have seen Singham is actually possibly one of those films that I have seen in the theatre thrice.
Wow.
Yeah. I said we never spoke about that. No, because I just loved it. It gives you this high of as if you're a part of that world. When you like that, okay, you're going to treat the bad man wrong, basically fight with the bad man and things like that. But I think he's one of the most versatile actors, and that we've seen in his variety of films from every genre and doing it so effortlessly. So that's my idea of.
All right. So Ajay, let's make it a mutual admiration society. What is that one thing about, or one or two things, whatever you want to actually add about Rakul that it's really
about Rakul? I have been saying this, and honestly, when I was casting for this film also, this film demanded there's a lot of drama in the film. So it is a performance-oriented film, and conflict, a lot of conflict between her, me, her, Mr. Bachchan, me. So, and apart from that also, see, some films are that you need to keep them very real. So I wanted all the characters to look real in their part. Yeah, so when I was casting, as I said, I wanted everybody very, very real. And because I'd worked with her, I knew that, you come to know an actor's caliber, that will she be able to pull this off? And that's why I cast her. And then when she performed, I think I was happy that I was right. And she's done very well. And she looks like a pilot. She carries the uniform very well. So it was everything put together.
You've donned the uniform on various occasions, but how is this different from, let's say, the police officer Ajay Devgn or the cop Ajay Devgn?
As in, what is different?
You donning the uniform is, once again, a different one at that.
See, uniform is something which gives you dignity. That's what I keep saying. You don't wear the uniform wears you. Your walk changes, everything changes. I think a pilot's uniform is very, very glamorous and stylized, or has dignity with those glasses and things like this. So it looks very cool. But people don't realize that it's just not the glamour. When you're flying, you sitting behind it, just, okay, turbulence, but you don't know what is happening in the cockpit. One wrong decision and, they can kill everybody. And they have nobody to fall upon when they have to make decisions. I've been speaking to a lot of pilots, and they said, एक गलती से कोई गलत light जल जाती है, तो हमारी तो हालत खराब हो जाती है, because you have to take that call, and you have nobody to guide you. The co-pilot will look at the pilot, but the pilot has to take his call. So that there's a lot of pressure, I'm trying to say, that in this job, which people don't realize.
I always wanted to ask you this. I mean, is there a switch on, switch off when you are also directing and then acting in the same film? How do you draw that line?
For a director, there's no switch off.
Okay.
He has to continue work, and maybe after pack up also he has to, work upon, revisit what he's done, or is there something he needs to redo, and how to take it forward the next day. As an actor, switch on, switch off. why did I decide to make this film is when it's inspired from a true incident. Very, very interesting. The kind of, so once we started working on the idea, the script started taking great form. And when you get a script which is very interesting to tell and which has got a lot of drama, conflict and still edge of the seat thriller with a little bit of suspense, you don't know till the end who's right, who's wrong and what actually happened. So that is something which really excited me. Great characters. Her character, my character, Amaji's character. My character is very little, I would say, grey because he's brilliant as a captain, but he loves to break rules. He's got this arrogance, and so you don't even know when he takes a decision it's out of arrogance because he's got a lot of experience also. So why is he right, and is he right or no? And that goes on till the end. So all that was very beautiful.
Do you think people, you know, off late on social media have become really, really combative and they get ruffled in the wrong way by any and everything, and especially when it comes to actors?
No, see, whatever we do or whatever we say, there are two opinions. So if you're right also, there are 50% people who will say you're right, 50% people who are waiting, you know, to react and to troll you. So there is no escape route. So either the only way is to keep quiet. That's why people so many times say that the actor should have an opinion on everything. That opinion does not matter because whatever the opinion, right or wrong, I'm not saying we're always right, you will get trolled. There will be a certain section of people who will say, okay, correct, and a certain section who will troll you. So I think a lot of people have nothing much to do in life. So they just sit doing this. Because where is the time? Would you do something like this? I mean, you're a working person. Would you do something if you're not even a working person? I mean, you have a life. Yeah. Would you be sitting there and trolling people? If there is an issue which is very close to your heart and it concerns maybe the country or things like this or the society, then maybe you would react to it. But otherwise, who has the time to do it? I think so. When you see the trolls, you know these are not the people who matter. You know, because they're doing it for the sake of it. People, it matters to, not the people who are close to you and love you also. I'm saying generally people who are sensible enough, they will react to it when they really think they need to react to something. Will not just do it just sitting there every day, every morning, afternoon, evening on everything. So it should not matter to you, I feel.